The USC basketball team has been nothing short of explosive on offense this year. I'm now joined by Max Goldwasser to break down why the Trojans have been so productive. Max, thanks for being here.
Thanks, happy to be here.
Let's take a look at a few plays from last Thursday's win over UCLA. We start out with a little pick and roll action. Max, how does USC run this kind of play so effectively?
Well, the way USC has been very effective running the pick and roll is that the pick itself is set so high. And when that happens, it's going to give so much opportunities after the roll happens. In this play, specifically, Jovanovic was able to cut to the middle while the rest of USC's offense was spread out, leading to an easy deuce. So now let's break it down a little bit. We see the pick, like I said, very high pick up here, and you're going to see Jordan McLaughlin roll to the right, and most of the other USC guys are going to kind of stay around the perimeter. He's there, Boatwright is kind of going to stay where he is. We'll see in the next one, Jovanovic is already cutting to the basket. McLaughlin's drawing his guy. A lot of people are going to be helping on McLaughlin. Jacobs is open in the right if he wanted. Kane Reinhardt's open here, but everyone notices that because USC is so spread out, which is going to leave Jovanovic wide open in the middle. And you'll see it here. Jovanovic catches the ball behind the entire defense already. Everyone is already out here concerned about the people, the USC people, all around the perimeter. So that's how Jovanovic was able to score easy on that play. And we'll watch it one more time, just to watch it. And it's important that USC, even the players that aren't getting the ball, are still moving so that they still cause a distraction and draw some attention.
Absolutely pretty play, easy finish for Jovanovic there in the paint. On to the next play now, slightly different execution off the screen here. What does Julian Jacobs do on this play that works so well?
Julian Jacobs was able to do a hesitation cut, which is very key because he was able to distract his defender, let his defender kind of get his attention onto Jovanovic, who was cutting in the middle. Jacobs kind of slips away and is able to get wide open. So we'll see kind of the same start again. Looks pretty identical. Jovanovic setting the pick up here. Jordan McLaughlin's going to roll, and everyone's kind of set up, like I said, in the same place around the perimeter. So it's going to kind of throw off the D. They're maybe probably going to expect Jovanovic to roll to the middle, which he does. So all the defenders are still, because they know what just happened, Jovanovic caught the ball in the middle. So all the defenders are going to make sure that they have their attention on Jovanovic. But what this guy's going to forget over here is that he's guarding Julian Jacobs, who at this point is going to be wide open if he slips to Jovanovic, which he does. You'll see McLaughlin already has the ball in flight on the way to Julian Jacobs, while all the other defenders are kind of collapsed on Jovanovic in the middle, which is going to leave Jacobs open for a while. And you'll see here, look at all the space he already has while the shot is even up in the air.
That's right, Jacobs with the splash there after a nice hesitation move. Finally, we have the Trojans on the fast break. Max, I want to ask you, what makes this team so dangerous in transition?
Well, the thing that I notice is any missed shot, it doesn't even have to be a turnover. Any missed shot can be turned into a fast break. USC's very fast getting out and making sure their players are down the court, especially the big men. You'll see there, Jovanovic is the one who's down the floor kind of first, and he's getting the transition bucket. So we'll see it here. Chimezi Metu with the block. Jovanovic is on the floor. He's on the floor in the beginning of the play, so it's kind of interesting to trace where he goes throughout. So we're going to keep moving here, and Jovanovic already up in this one. He's going to be one of the first guys down the floor. You saw Julian Jacobs over here, so even when the block happened, all the USC players collapsed so that they could get back down on the other end. Everyone's kind of running, and when you get a big guy down the floor like Jovanovic before the big guys on UCLA, it's going to create some open spaces, and there's going to be some mismatches, and when you get that, he's going to cut here, and you'll see all the defenders collapse. Jovanovic, same kind of thing. Didn't even have to do a pick and roll this time, but just because he got fast down there on a fast break, he's going to be wide open here for a dunk.
Let's take one more look at this here live. Nice block by Chimezi.
Yes, and you'll see all the USC players are kind of sprinting back down. It was just a missed shot, but it doesn't matter. Missed shots, they turn into open opportunities.
The big man flew down the floor there.
You love to see it.
Love to see it. It's going to be big against the Arizona schools.
Yeah, we're going to need it with Caleb Tarczewski. They have some good height there, so I think USC's pace will need to stay in check.
Jovanovic establishing himself in the paint. Love to see it. USC's offense has been silky smooth this season. The team is second in the conference in scoring, while Jacobs and McLaughlin continue to rack up the assists. Well, that's all the time Max and I have for our Hoops breakdown as the Trojans look to continue their offensive efficiency on the road against the Arizona schools.
Thanks, Josh.
Thanks for being here.